welcome back. It's live into Overpass, map number 2 between UYU and GODSENT. I'm Boggs, joined by Laz, and we go into map number 2 here. Map number 1 was won by GODSENT, 16-12. UYU making a good comeback there, but they're going to bust in towards B now on the map pick of GODSENT again here. And Lotto's trying to charge forward in towards Pit, trying to do more damage here. Lotto gets the kill, belabored. Good flashbang by Taco, saves his life. Dumao and Barton with another quick headshot burst. And KMRN's done. That's a flawless, blisteringly fast pistol round for GODSENT. And, well, if you guys just blinked, that was the round. You missed it.
Yeah, literally I was just drinking water. I look over, I'm like, whoa. This thing is over already? GODSENT not messing around at all. They just go for the old basic hold W. We're just going to hit B. And they take that site. They just mow it all down. And it's theirs for the taking. And now they got the Gleals purchased up. Force coming in from UYU as well. Double scouts with some pistols. Even the Mag 7. Good molly usage. Going to block it off. But Dumao just able to find that shot. There it is. Just decimation all over the place. And now B site. It's got the banner of GODSENT. There's going to be one kill, consolation prize, but I think that's all she wrote.
This is Swag 7, man. Good old Mag 7 coming in towards Connector. The one spot you can use a shotgun reliably on Overpass is Connector. Or what, like Sewer's water area. Like, those are the two spots you could really use a shotgun on this map. Maybe Monster, but good luck not getting overwhelmed, or shot long range, or mollied, or spammed, or flashed and dead. Just Connector's such a good spot for the shotguns. Alvin shows us why right there. And they're going to save these guns into the next round. It's a good decision, because they'll come into the next round with the Mag 7, the Galil, the Scout, and if Omniscient upgraded or had a pistol aside from a USP, then there's 4 guns to be used in this next round for UYU. And that's just damage potential right there. Chip away at the GODSENT economy, chip away at the GODSENT players, pick up another couple of guns, and maybe, just maybe, you get yourselves around on a buy like this. So, there's still a bit of potential out of this one for UYU. And the Scout 2 of Tatum is something to keep an eye on if it finds a mark or two. Tag him and bag him's a very viable setup, but it's going towards Con? Interesting.
Let's see how that pans out for him. Tatum actually getting caught a bit of damage, and now Henny's going to be able to get this kill. Able to find that. So now they removed one of the weapons already, and back to a default setup here for GODSENT. They're going to just slowly pan things out. UYU putting a little bit more attention towards the A side. Just having the one player, which I believe is Alvin, close to the mag. He might be able to find something. Oh man, Taco somehow survives that. He's got 2 HP.
And that's why the XM is better.
XM is way better.
Also, I will say I favor the Nova a little bit more than the Mag 7. It's got a more reliable spread. Now, you don't have the jumping accuracy, but the Nova tends to be a little more consistent. Omniscient will get one. Let's see if Galil makes it a second as well. The bomb's going down towards B, but UYU are upstairs by the Overpass train. They're going to have to make their way back down to B. 2 Galils to make this retake happen. Taco's on 2 HP, and they caught Henny on a lurk. Oh my gosh, no way this could actually work. This could actually work for UYU. This is scary now for...
Oh, and he missed the smoke.
Oh boy.
Dumao's position so big. He needs to get these kills. He will. Oh, goodness. I was a little nervous there. I was thinking, okay, the smoke misses. What's next? They're just going to redo Mao's there. They're just going to find it, take down Taco. But no, it's fine. Dumao, he's okay. He's cool. He's calm. And he's pretty collected. And got ourselves a 3-0 already. Going to get a bit of a technical issue. So we're just going to work on that. We're just taking a look. We'll wait and see. But so far, looking pretty predictable what we talked about here so far, Boggs. I mean, this is a high winning percentage map here for GODSENT. UYU, like you said, they played it once. One time.
They won it.
They won it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Played it once. They're essentially 1-0. So really, they're 100% win rate on the map. So GODSENT, no, but really, it's just this is going against the top 2 map for GODSENT right now.
Yeah. If it's not Ancient, if it's not Vertigo, I mean, even I would just say Ancient's probably their best map just by virtue of them beating some really, really good teams on it. And it kind of being one of their pocket picks, one they like to pick a lot as a comfort pick. But other than that, it's Vertigo and Overpass. Those are two phenomenal maps for them. That's what we have to wrap up this best of 3. So even if, say, UYU wins this match, it still goes to Vertigo, which is a godsend stronghold. Drew is so blind. He's finished up, but Tatum has a 3-piece from Sandbags? That's absolutely insane. Just tapping away with the M4A1. Cool, calm, and collected. Going for the ace now. Shut down by Taco, but around on the board off the back of the tactical here from XUYU. That's exactly why those timeouts are in the game. That's why you use them. You reset mentally. You get back into it. And you deal that damage. Good work there from Tatum pulling off the hero play. All 4 kills in this game so far for him from that last round. GODSENT, Deagle, P250, Galil, 2 AKs. Their money was not in a great spot. So they'll force around and see what they can do. See if they can do some damage.
And the actual full aggression here from Alvin. So he's pushed all the way down long A. So he's got that all blocked. He's going to fall on back, so he's got some good intel for now. XUYU getting a bit more aggressive. Omni going to be able to find that first kill. Takes down Barton inside of the connector. Now GODSENT in a bit of a disadvantaged position, getting some trades back. Deagle able to find it, able to sing a little bit here. He's got a nice whistle to it. Back to a 3-3. The bomb's making the advancement. This is now they get the site control, but Tatum not able to be the hero again. Oh, and there it is. It's just down to Alvin. At this point, Boggs, there's no point to even go for it.
No. Save the op, Alvin. Do not give Henny a free op. That's the one thing you don't want to do. Just give Henny a free op. So good with the gun. He got a kill with the P250 this round, just getting the drop on Omniscient. But GODSENT will strike right back on a broken buy. Doesn't matter if this team has deagles, guns, no guns. They're always dangerous. They're always deadly. And we've seen that several times throughout this series so far, is GODSENT either doing a ton of damage without the full firepower, or getting rounds on the board without the full firepower. And that's precisely what GODSENT came in expecting to do. Win some serious situations, win some big situations, just overall come in and play like they are on paper the better team. And here we get another tactical called by XUYU. They'll talk things over, figure it out. And they're probably debating whether or not they want to buy up here, because Omniscient does have a lot of cash. Tatum doesn't have a little bit of cash, but it's not great. Cameron and Drew are the ones a little bit in that gray area, and they're just going to go around that 2K mark. This buy is going to be quite odd. You'll see 2 pistols, you'll see 2 rifles, or the op, the rifle, and the SMG. Maybe a bit of utility purchased up here.
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense. Ooh,
and
okay.
USP only? Okay, CZ. I thought he would go for an SMG or something, just going for a little bit more of a conservative play, getting a little more spread out firepower.
Yeah, I would have thought so too, but... Oh, hang on a tick, hang on. GODSENT. I was thinking they would try to avoid this B site, worried about the pistols, worries about that at all, but nope, not at all. Not a worry in the world. Flat out putting matters into his own hands. He just cleans up this site, mops him up. Easy peasy. A little bit of a lemon squeezy. And now, I mean, Alvin again in the position that he has to save this op. But these pistols, or the one pistol Tatum, there, never mind, I was going to say, try to look for something. But, that ain't happening.
Do or do not. There is no try. He did not. And now the M4 has been found out too. The nice thing is that Omniscient did save to be able to buy in the next round. Didn't buy up where he wouldn't have anything left over. They get the op of Alvin. This would be huge. Alvin misses the shot. Hits the no-scope though. And that will give him a little bit more life. But Dumau and Henny will combine on the spam. 1 from back on, 1 from the wood wall. And 5-1 now the score in the favor of GODSENT. 5 will come through again from XUYU, but Alvin having to reinvest the full op and armor will have no utility to work with. Unknown if he'll have a sidearm either. Omniscient, M4, smoking a flash. Full util across Tatum, KMRN, and Drew, who does buy a kit. At least they get a kit here. Gives them a lot more of a chance. If you guys were with us Wednesday, we had a... Oh, hold on. Omniscient just goes aggressive again. We saw him on Banana trying the very same thing, and it did not pan out for him. It doesn't pan out here. But to go back to that one, if you were here for the MIBR B-Hop series on Wednesday, MIBR did not buy a kit 5 rounds in a row.
Oh!
So, that's nice from KMRN. Doesn't get anything for it, but it's still a nice couple of shots.
I'm for it.
Not buying kits for those kills.
I mean the kills, not the kits. We went on that massive rant about that, but hang on, man. This is looking like a bit of a ranting moment here for GODSENT. I mean, they're not able to find these kills. Now Alvin able to find that easy one, leaving it just down to Henny. The Opper. Oh, looks like Alvin. I thought he just had a full read on this.
Right.
Oh, now he's giving up his position. I don't know, but he's giving up all the information in the world that he's there. He's down to 13, and she don't.
Womp womp. In all seriousness, that's a big round from UYU, especially starting it off in a disadvantageous position. GODSENT should be kicking themselves in the rear over that round. That should be a round GODSENT win every day of the week. They get a couple of opening kills, a couple of trades, and it all falls apart. Good discipline from UYU to not overextend there. Alvin especially just holding the line, not pushing through that smoke, not trying to spam either. Good work there. This one, though, overstays his welcome. Doesn't have a flash from a teammate to get out either. He was all alone and party. It's hard to get out as an Opper. Omniscient taking the worst of that duel in towards Khan, too. He's gonna push Barton?
Man, he does not fear him at all. I mean, he's not been successful. I think he's like one for 3 right now, but he keeps trying to do it. He's just like, it's just being stubborn. Like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to get it. It's kind of the definition of insanity. Like, just doing it over and over and over, hoping the result will change.
Oh boy, Taco up close and personal with a deagle gets one. And he destroys Drew with the backing up his endgame leader, and Tatum on the flank. Could catch off Demau, who is going behind towards Playground. It's going to be a weird timing battle as the bomb goes down. Tatum! Backstab! Oh boy. That's messy now. Hits the head shot. Yep, they got to hunt now. They know where he is. Because he doesn't finish off that kill. It basically signs his own death warrant. That's unlucky. And look who it is. It's Barton.
Well, bit of a good showing, but now this round is going to be a bit tough because, again, the money is Tatum has 44. Everybody else sitting around those mid-2000s will probably just see the pistols come into work. A bit of utility from Tatum expected given the extra money he has. Actually, there we go. I was thinking there's a lot of USPs, but they finally get bought. And they're actually going to put a lot of pressure into middle. They're actually going to commit to this, but they're actually grouped up towards connector. Ooh, this could change things. Barton's been playing here every time. It's either going to be a stat pat here for him, or it's going to be messy. And oh, it's starting to look like a bit of a blender. And it's going to be Barton. 1, 2, 3. He picks up an op, and it's just down to Tatum. A USP. Not sure it's a dream, but it's something.
More like a nightmare.
Yeah. A living nightmare.
Yeah. Somebody say stat pad?
Yeah.
I thought I heard stat pad.
Stat pad? Yeah, I think it was called.
Yeah, Barton kind of said, you know what? I'll take that to heart.
He's got to be loving this. Like, this is so many times that, like, Omni's trying to push him. And now, like, he gets a nice 3K. He's like, hey, all right, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. It's working.
Instead of Omni being like, hey guys, I got the connector peak this time. It's more like Barton like, guys, these keep peeking me in connector. Why? It's a free kill.
They're not learning.
Yeah, I mean, you ever have those games where the same thing happens? The same result?
And that's kind of what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
But it's not even a mixture. Like, we're not even seeing anything different from Omni, like giving it up. Like, he just wants to go for the one-on-one firefight. Like, assuming I will win this. I will beat you.
He gave it up. He gave up Con.
Oh, he's finally learned. Things have changed now.
Or he got yelled at.
Or probably got yelled at, yeah. IGL was like, hey, let's have a talk about this.
Yeah,
You're not winning this fight.
That fight was just not working out.
It's a heavy hitter and a lightweight. It's kind of going like that.
Yeah, and Omniscient's not exactly a lightweight in his own right, but it's just Barton is making Connector his home. And sometimes somebody's just on. Somebody's on the gear, somebody's hitting all the shots, you're having a bad day. Could be a mix of all three. And learning how to adapt in those situations is something that you'll have to do if you want to move through Counter-Strike. There's Omniscient taken out by Dumal this time. And I think it's just Omniscient having a bad day at this point, because he cannot catch a break, and he just can't not be the first guy dead on his team. It just seems like whatever he does, he's the first guy down. That's just unlucky. Because there he is. He's playing a crossfire setup with his Opper. His Opper makes first contact, and he's still the first guy to die.
One of those games. And he now waiting. Swing and a hit. KMRN, he's trying to see what he can do. He's on the CT stairs. Dumal's low. But double sticks now. Ooh, Lau actually gets caught with a bit of damage. No harm, no foul. We got ourselves an 8th round for GODSENT. So the round, or the half, sorry, has been secured. But at this point, Boggs, oh man, I'm just wondering how big of a lead do we get. I mean, we saw those couple rounds that happened earlier on, but GODSENT, they're just honestly looking flawless this map.
Yeah, and this is where the mental really starts to fade out if you're UYU. I mean, what can you do here? Your CT side is crumbling. Everything you've tried has failed. And GODSENT to start to run rampant across the map. It's a very tough spot to be in if you're ex-UYU. And they've already used a couple of timeouts to try and talk things over. It hasn't worked. They got a couple of rounds, sure. But in the grand scheme of things, they haven't been able to consistently build. It's just been rough. There's been nothing positive aside. I mean, can you count those 2 isolated rounds as positives? That's the other question. Because, yeah, you won a couple of rounds, but in the grand scheme of things, they're isolated, and it didn't lead to anything more. It didn't lead to a string. It's been rough from start to finish here for ex-UYU. But that's kind of what we expected here. This is going to be GODSENT having a field day. Taco, only 1, and he's actually a human decoy. The rest of his team is going towards A, and down goes Tatum. And also, Les, did you see who died first?
I did. I'm glad you noticed, because I was like, you know, I feel bad. I feel like I'm just
really bad for him right now.
I
because
feel like,
he even repositioned to try and avoid that. Again.
He's really mixing it up. He's like, okay, I'll do this. Dead. I'll do this. And dead. And maybe. No, I'm dead. Cannot catch a break.
No, you can't. That's just... Man.
That just happens, though. Like, there is those games where you try everything else. It's not going your way. And it is one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, because you're trying to do something different, to do more impact, and it's just nothing.
Literally everything you do is just the wrong thing. And it's rough. One of those games is just never fun. And, man, it makes you feel for the guy, because it's just, what can you do? What can you do? It's a good old-fashioned snake bite.
Quick and painful.
There's 2 ways this ends. He either starts popping off, or it continues. I kind of want to see him start popping off here.
Yeah, I'm a believer. Anything's possible. Round 12. Still got a few more to go.
If they get 6 out of this, there's a chance. I'll tell you there's a chance.
Oh, boy. Taco gets some good connection. Now Omni actually does switch it up. You can see, and Alvin gets a kill, and Tatum now. There it is. XUIU. Starting to make things a little bit happen. Omni's able to get the spray just barely. My god, he finally wins the duel against Barton.
There he goes.
There's the start off.
Damn's
it's messy,
broken.
but it'll work.
It worked. It was against the SG. Barton had a Krieg. What the heck,
Oh.
man?
And he barely won it. Took 91 damage.
Oh. Who buys the Krieg these days? Barton, apparently. Oh, that's unlucky for Alvin. Just gets run into by Lato, knife out. Now, Omniscient in towards Con still. One towards A. It's going to be KMRN. Lato's going to try and clear him out. Clearing hard! Hits the headshot. And what was a great start for XUYU has now collapsed. But Omniscient's coming in the back lines, being watched for both an AWP and an AK. Lato, does he choose the right direction? Does he choose the right angle? Doesn't matter. He converts onto Omniscient, leaving it all down to Drew's era. Drew. He's going to try and 1v2. Coming in towards jump up. Henny. The AWP on his position. Smoke fades, hits the leg. Swings with the dig. 10-2. Despite the good start there for Alvin and Tatum, nothing goes right for XUYU now. And their buy is not going to be good again. They can force up again. Omniscient could drop something nice, but up in the hands of Alvin here. Or Tatum. No, goes to Alvin. But it's becoming a Sisyphusian effort, man. It's just pushing that rock up the mountain just for it to roll back down again.
Definitely seems like it's kind of looking like that. Alvin missing the shot, but he gets the information. Okay, bit of redemption. Takes down Lato. Nice little kill, but now they can fall back. This is what we haven't seen before. I mean, what we saw before is they kept trying to go for those fights, even though it hasn't been working out. But now they're starting to reposition, get themselves in better spots. And GODSENT now getting that mid control once more, and it's going to be Taco that's coming all the way around. He's towards B, so he's doing a bit of a fake. Smoke's coming in. That's going to block off Heaven, I believe. So that's a good little bit of a fake. So now XUYU, they're still kind of putting their position on here. So if they decide to commit to the A site, they might be able to find something.
Could find something. They could find something B. They'll find something regardless. Drew with a couple. Actually, it's KMRN to get another. Drew still holding around towards Pit, though. Nade's going to go in. Henny has to be very careful. The player is up close and personal. Swings with the wall bang with the AWP will connect. Look at the health on both these two GODSENT players. A combined 28 HP. The Molotov is such a threat to both of them if it blooms rightly, and Tatum's coming up through short. Could get the drop on Henny, who's looking towards Heaven. Backstab in. Dumao now has to 1v2 this one out from Monster. Tatum pushing in, the bomb sticking away. Dumao in the open, trying to take initiative. Follows to Tatum. That'll be the third round of the board here for XUYU. They will not say die just yet. They'll stay alive a little bit longer. Alvin will upgrade to the AWP, and Tatum will grab another op. So double op setup here coming through for XUYU. Maybe that can get him an extra round or two on the board before this one all rolls away. GODSENT will buy up full, though. They got plenty of money. They still have enough for the next round, too. They can drop over. And, well, XUYU were running a racetrack very early on here on map number 2. If this goes 11-4 again or 12-3, it's going to be rough, but there's an easy kill for KMR. Nice trade back by Dumao, though. There's still two people towards the A side as rotations are coming back and forth.
Okay, Molly used. Nobody going to be there. XUYU kind of just locking it in, locking the horns at the sights, and Omni gets spotted. I think that jump spot gave it away, but Dumao still gets eaten alive. Alvin able to find one too, but he's by himself. No trade. Not able to land the no-scope either. Now GODSENT brought it back down to a 2v2 situation. The rotates are coming through. Going to be running through connector, these two players, so they're going to commit. They're going to be the buddy system. GODSENT now getting this re-tackle. Look at this now. He's been able to spot that information. Barton somehow wins a spray at that distance. Oh, Tatum. Oh, dear. Oh, dear me. By himself. Double flashes. GODSENT are just throwing him right back.
And they just grab him and throw him right back in the face of XUYU. Barton and Taco sitting like hens on the egg of the bomb. A fade away from Tatum, who should be able to stay alive here unless he gets run over by Barton. Dies to the bomb instead, so will not be Tatum's kill. Saves the op, or does he save the op? He does, barely. Could have got it taken down by Taco there, who tried to spray away. But it's 11 rounds at the very least for GODSENT. 4 rounds at the very most for XUYU. They'll buy up what they can. What they can. It's going to be a little lacking on utility. Alvin's on a glass cannon. Henny has a creek this time. Dumao has an op. And it's a 4-man A push towards Fountain? It's just 3, but still.
I like it. Good mixture. Oh, and look at... Even Lao still expects it.
Yep.
He's down low. He's down to 10. Drew already pushed up into sandbox, so now they've been able to obtain mid. There it is. Dumao gets roasted, wasted. But look at this now. They've already creeped into B. They've already made it into B. The bomb just has to advance now, Boggs.
It's got to advance, and Taco's advancing up towards B. Henny strikes with the SG. And that will get the man advantage back to GODSENT. Bomb can go down here in just a moment of time. Retake's going to have to come through from XUYU. No reason to save. It's last round after all. Henny, up close and personal, does not connect the spray with the Krieg, and Drew struck with the op. Lato's on 10 HP, so now this is doable. Lato just hiding in the pit, hoping somebody doesn't clear him out. Catches Drew jumping down, headshot on the Tatum, and Omniscient stuck around on the bridge. It's all Lato, it's all GODSENT, 12-3 at the half. Well, the first half was nothing but godsend. Second half will have to be all XUYU, or else this series is ending 2-0. I'm Boggs, joined by Laz. And this could be the last half of our evening, of our week of ECL, Laz. I mean, this one could be over as soon as it starts.
Very well could be. It's been a long week of ECL, lots of action. And we'll have to see if XUYU have what it takes to keep themselves going. Now GODSENT starting things on the CT side. It's going to be just a bombardment going through Monster, and it's a bit of a trade, but GODSENT now getting the advantage situation. Hang on, never mind. No, XUYU. They're bringing things right back, and they're trying to take a little bit of a page out of the playbook from the first half, and look at this. It's now just down to Henny. 13 HP.
And he kind of watched a couple of his teammates die there, let a couple of his teammates go down, and now he's stuck in a 1v2. Does have a kit, but he's got no HP to work with. Needs a couple of crisp headshots. He's spotted out one. And he has a general idea of where the second is. The only problem, his health. No armor. Means that this one is all but over. KMRN, the one to put him in the grave. 12-4. Again, UYU started off the critical pistol round victory. The only problem is GODSENT are going to force back into this one, surely. Scout for Henny, perhaps. At least some MP9, some upgraded pistols will come through from them. Unless they want to go save and buy full in round number 3 of the half? I guess that's the plan. I guess GODSENT don't feel the need to force, even though they've been so successful on those buys before. They're just going to death ball this one. Fountain Flash will go through, but it's going to be a B take here from XUYU. But if they wait too long, they're going to get caught. Unless Omniscient can just mow them all down. He's got the right angle, he's got the right play, but does he have the kills?
They're all going right by him. Oh, man, and now he's finally been able to get his redemption. He's able to get the quad. Can he get himself an ace?
Oh.
He will not. But at least he can find some kills on the outside skirts of Connector. A bit of a redemption moment, maybe. I don't know. I know it's against pistols, but
hey,
that's gotta feel better.
That's great for the confidence.
You almost aced GODSENT.
Yeah, that's great for the confidence. Doesn't matter if it's against pistols or not. An ace or a 4K is always going to do wonders for that individual. And that's exactly what Omniscient needs after the unlucky first half he had. I mean, already he's one kill behind Tatum, who has the most on his team now. So, boom. One round. He's done a lot. Just needs to do a little bit more here. Get a couple more kills. Help UYU get back into the action. I had a feeling you'd have a round or two.
You did call it. You did mention it.
He's a good player. I was uncharacteristic for him. That is 50 shades of his first half, though. That's just massively unlucky.
I was just gonna say, we're just gonna blow past that really quick.
I'm just gonna stop gassing him up, because whenever I do, he dies.
Yeah, I think we'll just not talk about him and just let him do his thing.
Yeah, I'll stop cursing him from now. Oh, look at this from behind. He's got two. Only one?
Only one, a bit wide on the engagement. But GODSENT still have an advantage, but now the bomb's dropped. I was just going to say, Taco, I think he's about to find this, and he does. And oh, no, Tatum. Oh, Tatum, no.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky.
It's rough. It's rough for XUYU. They're going to be able to buy up something at the very least. They can get Galils. AK, a little bit of utility for Alvin. Tech 9 for Omniscient. AK's smattering of utility. It's not great. It's not terrible. Up against M4s and an AK over on GODSENT. And a little bit of an aggressive peek perhaps from Henny. A flash prepped for a lot though. There it goes out, and Henny's going to swing there a lot of T's in towards Playground. But Henny and Party could be having himself one of those. A lot of those around as well, just being support. The Mao holding in towards short will take out Drew with a bit of a spray. Tatum pushing through a smoke towards stairwell. Could get the drop on a lot though, but he's well aware of this now. He's backed away towards long bathrooms, and Henny's posted up towards rock and tree. A rotation from Dumao up to the A site. It's an odd setup here for GODSENT, only leaving one player on the A site proper and just giving up full lane control to XUYU. But if Dumao gets the information here, they're all going to collapse from behind. The pincer move will be in. And XUYU are going to be in for a world of pain, but Dumao doesn't get anything. The information there, the bomb could get dropped perhaps. Henny flashing in. But are they going to run it down to B? They're running it down to B, and look who's there waiting for it. Omniscient answers the call, wins the duel against Barton, and now they go back towards... They still go down B. They still go down B. This nade, if it lands, it could take out a couple. And it does 1 HP to Alvin. That could have been better. Of all the spots to land.
Out of all the spots to land. Doesn't land at all, but GODSENT now swinging. Ooh. Cameron tries to get a bit aggressive through there, and there it is. 1, 2. Can it be a 3? It will. Now just down. Tatum gonna be able to find this, and it's a 1v1. The smoke's in, so the defuse could come through. Taco can just stick this if he wants. Oh, but he's actually gonna swing it. Oh, he's gonna swing it! And next UYU will pick up the round. I'm surprised we didn't see the commit on the defuse.
Me too. I think that if they would have had a commit, might have had a different outcome here. But in the end, it's 13-6. There's plenty of rounds to play with from GODSENT's perspective. But if you look back to Inferno as well, UYU were able to close the gap towards the end there. Towards that tail end of the map, they were able to get that finished at 16-12. UYU seemed to be able to find some insane strength when it comes down to fighting with their backs up against the wall. And their backs are definitely against the wall right now. KMRN has to be very careful. Lato's around with a CZ in hand, or a CZ, for those across the border. Tatum, though, nice tap onto Domao after the first spray onto Taco. Tatum's had some great shots here so far today. Definitely somebody who's impressed me a lot in this UYU squad is Tatum. And he'll be the catalyst towards another UYU round. Now, does GODSENT get any kills after this? This is... If they do, they have to save, right? They don't go, right?
They won't. Okay, there it is. And you know, Boggs, I definitely agree with you. I think in terms of UYU, I mean, I agree with you. I think it's been a very interesting performance that we saw from Tatum, and we kind of talked to him in the pre-show. We mentioned that he's a big impact player, but he really is starting to show that he is showing a lot of good fragging ability, even against a team like GODSENT. I mean, he is 16-13, and the next closest is Alvin, and then everybody else hasn't even really hit double digits except for Omni. I'm trying not to talk about him like we talked about.
We'll see what this UYU squad can do. Now, Drew gets tagged down a little bit, but exchanges just a tad bit more damage as the nade connects well onto Barton. Lato up on the bench, tapping away as it's running back and forth here from Tatum. Headshot delivered. He's coming online here. Tapping away towards Divider. Henny's going to bail out. Does not want to overstay his welcome. Does not want to engage with Tatum, who is hitting all the shots. Omniscient just... We mentioned his name when he dies. Poor guy. 4v4 now.
His name.
Yeah. Look at Henny's position, though. Over towards that close corner. The jump is being watched for. He spots the head, but he's stuck now. That flash is going to do so much for him to get out. It does nothing, and Alvin sprays him down. Takes a lot of damage. But at the very least, it's a 4v3. The manpower is there for UYU. Barton clearing up through B. The rotations are here towards A, and Taco is still playing very aggressive towards long. He has to be careful not to get caught out by Tatum. Look at the health on both him and Alvin. Doesn't matter, though. It's a 4v2, and Domao is on 7 HP himself. He has to do it all. He has to do everything here. He sprayed down one of those low HP players, and he dashes away before any utility can take him out. Barton, however, found out by Drew, lurking in towards short. One more for Taco, or rather for Domao. But is there anything else really to come forth here? No kit, no utility, no HP, no chance.
Yeah, this is looking quite impossible, sorry, and he's down to 7, and he's only got that $900. Ooh, he spots KMRN. He's still trying to go for the fight. See what else he can do. Won't be able to find it, but won't matter here. The money situation for UYU is still strong. Loss bonus now kicking in here for GODSENT with 3,400. It will not be enough for them to put with the rifles, so they're just going to have to go for the pistols. We only see a couple deagles so far. Expect to see a few more. There they are. They're finally going to lock them in. Henny's just going to save fully so he can get that op ready to go. We saw before there was a full fountain push. We've seen even the connector push. It looks like GODSENT will just actually put the aggression of Blotto down long. He's already past Rock. Now Henny coming to join him. I don't even think he has a flash or any utility, so this is just about them both being together and seeing if they can at least get themselves a kill. They can find it. They can get a kill and get away with this and get the rifles. This could change this round entirely.
This long control, it's going to be hard to open up. The flashbang's good, and the spray from KMRN and the peek from Tatum is better. Tatum's baking up something special here for XUYU. Not going to say he's cooking with premium gas just yet, but if this score closes a little bit more, he's definitely going to be cooking with that premium natural gas. The flame's going to be a pristine color of blue. It's tipped with that orangey red. UYU need a little bit more than just one man to be popping off. We need two more to join him. Alvin's doing his part. They need another consistent player with him. KMRN could be a good candidate for that. Drew as well. Or the man who should not be named. Thus, we do not curse him. He's statistically their highest ADR player. So, we'll look towards him to do some damage. But XUYU don't need a haunt here. GODSENT's going to go for a little bit of a boost. That will not happen as who comes in from behind. Tatum's going to gobble him up. And now only 4 rounds separating these two teams. GODSENT, where's your timeout, lads? This gap is going bye-bye, and you do not have even 14. You are still on 13.
Yeah, this is what they did before in the first map. I mean, they didn't call those timeouts. We were a little surprised. XUYU getting themselves climbing back in. This is kind of the same theme again from Inferno. But this round will definitely tell. Round number 23, up here for Henny. Dumao light on the utility belt. Even as well as Henny, but we'll see what they do a little bit differently. Dumao gets an easy kill. Omni will not be able to find it. Gives his back to him. Bomb going to be making his way through middle. Ooh, but this aggression. Dumao's still pushing forward. He might actually be able to find the backstab. The fact that he's pushed up this far, he's already pushed through connector and he's coming all the way around. Oh, Dumao could just change things right now, Boggs. Oh, and he goes for the tap, but oh no, he misses that shot, but he finally gets the kill. And there's another player coming in the backside against him.
That was a little ugly. He got the kill. That was not pretty. This is not pretty either. The no-scope, though, is quite nice from Henny. There still is that backstab coming in from Drew, but what can KMRN and Drew do against 5? The shadow shows it's a spray down there from Lato. And Drew versus Dumao. 14 potentially here for GODSENT. XUYU fail to find a kill. And a flawless victory for the first time in quite a bit here on this GODSENT CT side. They've only won 2 rounds on CT so far. The thing to note about this, too, is that in XUYU's victory against Limitless, they were absolutely dominant on their T side. Their CT side was their weak point. So there is a chance here.
Yeah, there definitely is. And again, this is a very unusual CT side that we're seeing from GODSENT. Let's see what they do a little bit differently. 3 players stacked towards the B site. Bit mixtured up here from Dumao. Nice little bit of a jiggle. Takes down Elvin. Smoke comes in to block off everything. Bombs actually drop, so XUYU don't have any control. And now they're just peeking them one by one. Dumao getting a little bit of redemption from what we saw earlier with the big flank. Starting things off with a double. Oh, and now Henny finally gets taken out. Tatum about to find one more. The shadow gives it away, and he's able to get gifted that. Not bad.
Not bad at all. And when you look at a 2v3, it's very winnable for the T side. Tatum's picked up the op, though, and that... I haven't really seen him on the op just yet. His rifle, very clean. His op, we'll see how it is. Because even when they went for the double op, that was KMRN to hold on to the big green. So Tatum not exactly one they normally look like, or look to get the ops. They're going to go in towards B. That's where the bulk of the GODSENT players are. 2 of 3. Nade. Timed. Little too early. Tatum only taken down by 3 HP. In comes the push. Taco's got a good flash being prepped off of the pillar. Tatum very low. Sprayed down by Barton. KMRN 1 kill by the time it's in the red. 7 seconds to go. He has to plant. He cannot not plant. Taco knows it. He pushes in. Has help from Duval going around the other end, but it's Taco to get the kill. Bomb goes down, but it's 15-9 now. And XUYU now fully up against the wall. One wrong move, and it is over in 2-0 fashion to the favor of GODSENT. XUYU, what do they have at their disposal? A full buy? Yes. But other than that, 6 rounds to tie things up and take it to OT. It's going to be tough, and the double op is present for GODSENT.
There is a possibility. You can never take that away from XUYU. The thing we've noticed is they've been able to climb back 4 rounds away to make this thing to OT, but like you said, GODSENT, 1 more to go. And the brooms are out. He's just going to be having Henny pushed up. I believe he's just inside a bathroom, and that's going to be Dumau, the double ops here. I always like to see when they get the double ops. I think, again, Dumau, he does bring a good hybrid op on this team. I don't know how you feel about that, Boggs.
Dumau's just good in general.
Yeah, Dumau's just good. You know, great guy, just good.
Yeah, great player. He's good on rifles, he's good on ops, he's good on flex, he's good on everything.
Like, even his utility usage is quite high. Like, you almost would think a player like this, that, you know, he's only good at fragging. Nah. But that's not even the case at all.
Now, I haven't seen him IGL as far as I know.
We'll leave that to Taco.
We'll leave that to Taco for now. We'll leave the primary yapping to Henny, who's picked up Drew. But in comes Henny for a second kill. Dumau falls to Tatum's hand. And, well, in this 4v2, everything has to be done now by Tatum. AK is Omni falls. Tatum goes down. Lotto with the finisher. And GODSENT are going to clean up shop here.